A tennis star, a legend, and one of the most respected people on earth, Roger Federer is a league apart, and we all know it. But his game isn't the only thing that endears him to the fans. It's his personality and kindness that have really impressed us all. He's humble, has no feuds, and can speak multiple languages, which just makes it so easy for people to understand him. Let's dive right in. First off, how many languages does he speak and how? Well, we do know that he's Swiss, but what many might be finding out for the first time is that the town of Basel, where he was raised, is pretty close to the borders of Germany and France. His mother, Lynette, comes from South Africa, so he grew up speaking German, Swiss German, and English. So while just at home, he was able to pick up on 3 languages. And since he was a kid, we bet he became pretty fluent in all of them. At 14, discovering his gift for the game, he relocated to a Koblenz in the southwestern French-speaking area of the country to join the Swiss National Academy for tennis. While not too familiar with French, he had a hard time fitting in, but like the champ he is, he stuck it out for 3 years. We wouldn't last a day, but the upside, his game became better, and his French, well, let's just say he changes from one language to another as a knife goes through butter. This makes it super easy for media persons to interview him, as they don't have to even translate the material. Honestly, how perfect is this man, no? Not to mention how capable he is of expressing himself perfectly, not having to worry about what would be lost in translation. We really don't like reading watered-down celebrity interviews. There's something so relatable when someone talks in a language that we understand. What do you guys think? Let's look at how this eases his media commitments. While on the court is where this man shines the brightest. He's pretty great in front of the camera too, and the media persons love him for his candor. The bottom line is that he is the busiest after a match. Being a prolific player, his media commitments are pretty insane and hectic. But have you ever seen him complain? No sir. If we had to guess, we'd say that he's been in the business for too long to not understand the deal. But it doesn't take away from the fact that sometimes the player can be pretty tired. Using his multilingual skills, he's able to converse with various media houses in their own language. What this basically means is that nobody has to translate his responses or the questions being asked by the journalist, which saves everyone a lot of time. According to the player, it sometimes comes at a cost, and we do agree, the guy has to do multiple interviews, but he says that this is what's expected of him in the world of tennis. We really do think that he's super versatile. He said, I have almost, I don't want to say characters, but I have different humor in all the different languages, which is kind of fun for me too. Getting to know me through different languages is actually quite interesting for me. Before, during, and after his matches, he's asked his opinions several times and in various languages, but his ability to connect with each person is nothing short of brilliant, and so is his commitment, not to mention how popular it makes him with the media and the fans. There's a very important reason why Federer has so many fans throughout the world, and his game is just one part of it. It's his ability to engage and connect with whoever he talks to, and his being multilingual is a huge plus. Does that mean he has to devote a lot of time to the media? Sure, but it also means that no one will ever know the kind of adoration that he gets. He's able to understand humor. He's able to speak to the fans in their language, making them feel heard. Isn't that what we really expect of a star though? There's little wonder that he's so popular, because his ability to speak various languages allows him to form connections that other players might not have the advantage of doing. Tennis reporter Nick McCarville has said that no matter where he goes in the world, the moment he takes Federer's name, people just know who he is. This is how recognizable he is throughout the world. The journalist said that he has a homeboy charm to him, which makes him super relatable, and the way he treats people off the court really stays with him. He is also given the credit for globalizing tennis, which is not an easy feat, and his being able to converse in several languages has helped as well. The more we get to know about this guy, the harder we fall for him. While he has announced his retirement, we're sure he won't be leaving our hearts anytime soon. Moving on, more languages and his departure from the game. Federer has been seen engaging with fans in Mandarin and Italian, while he hasn't been going around giving interviews. This does hint at the fact that he knows a little bit. This is a fine tactic to keep people engaged if you ask us. Also, he is one of the most popular players when it comes to brand commitments. And why do the brands love him? Well, he is the most popular tennis player, and he made this space single-handedly. We're sure that his ability to speak in multiple languages allows him to attract potential buyers from around the world, and the brands just love that, do they? Despite being fast friends with Rafael Nadal, we haven't seen the player show an inclination towards the Spanish language. A true star in every sense of the word. The world of tennis will not be the same after his departure. And as for the media, they better think of something, because there will no longer be a player who will give multiple interviews in multiple languages after a match. Roger Federer brought his A game to the court, and he was the first modern global player that the world saw. It is no easy feat to create a name that is equal to excellence, and that's exactly what the champion has been able to accomplish. While we wish him a happy retired life, we do hope that we'll be able to see him every now and then, awing us all to no end. Let's talk about the latest news and updates. First up, a protester sets an arm on fire at the Laver Cup venue. So, a little taken aback, but not surprised, because there are weirdos everywhere. A 20-year-old man named Kai set his arm on fire on the court where Federer will be playing the last final of his career at the Laver Cup. A climate activist and member of the End UK Private Jets group, the protester is said to have said, "Carbon emissions in 2022 are genocide." Okay then? This honestly sounds bizarre, and while we agree that carbon emissions are a problem, how will this activity help? He had interrupted the game between Stefanos Tsitsipas and Schwartzman, and after making a spectacle, he patted his arm to put out the fire and sat on the court till security arrived and dragged him away. It has been reported that he had made several videos explaining his agenda and how he was going to crash the match to be on the court. He explained that people have to take responsibility because too many are suffering due to climate change, and his actions might disturb people enough to snap out of it. While we get where he's coming from, such stunts seldom help. We're assuming that he wanted the media attention, as all eyes are on the Laver Cup, awaiting the match between Nadal and Federer. Up next, Roger felt kind of sorry for his wife. All we've heard this past week is Roger retiring, and it's a blow every time. But speaking to the media, the legend has talked about how it was hard for him, having stressed his body to the maximum, and it was even harder for his wife to see him like this. He said that he felt sorry for her, as she was no longer enjoying watching him on the court. Having gone through 3 knee operations, he has always shown a desire to come back on the court, but according to the champion, his healing process isn't what it used to be. Wanting to end his career on a high, he said that he would not be able to do another tour and announced his retirement. While we're sad to see him go, we hope he finds good health soon. And lastly, the Big Four reunion. Absolutely unplanned. It seems like all the stars aligned to give Federer the send-off that he truly deserves. This will be a Laver Cup match that will be remembered through the ages when the 4 legends take the court together. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Murray will be seen together one last time on the court, and all of them are super excited about this reunion. What a way to end an epic career surrounded by legends. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think that Roger Federer being able to speak 3 languages has helped him connect better with the media and people? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the latest information and news like this. See you in the next one.